My name is Nicole Pott. I'm a filmmaker and a festival director. I run 2 film festivals, and I also make a lot of short films and in development currently for one of my feature films.
How long have you been creating and how did you get into it?
I've been creative pretty much all my life. From a very early age, I used to write books and novels when I was younger, and then I moved into writing plays with friends and then script writing when I went to college, and I've been developing my skills since. How did I get into filmmaking itself is I persevered in a way and had to make my own connections. So I did go to university, and then post-uni I came back up north and started being a runner. So I worked on a lot of commercials and I ran. And then I started working on independent film, where I started ADing and then production coordinating. So I really have kind of jumped the ranks a little bit on as I've gone up, because now I'm a production manager, and a lot of people wouldn't become a production manager until probably about 10 years into their career, but I'm about 5 years into my career. So I've sort of jumped a couple of ranks, I suppose you say.
So what is your favourite genre of film to make and why?
Right. Oh, that's a good question. I love that question. Okay, favourite genre is drama, especially dark drama. Stuff, it's a bit more psychological maybe. Stuff that makes an audience cry. That's a good drama, something that's really emotional. I think that is probably the reason, is just for the emotion and the feeling that an audience gets from watching something that's dramatic and taking that audience on a journey. But I like dark drama because I like the development of a character. With my stuff, I write a lot about women, and I like to start with a woman who's very strong. And I think all women are strong anyway, because, we have to be. But I'd start with a strong woman and I break her down slightly to show the effects of what that can have, and then build them back up. And I think that's a really interesting journey.
How has lockdown affected the way you work, and how have you dealt with getting your creativity back throughout that?
Lockdown has been the biggest blessing ever. So I started doing my feature, which I've started developing. I started getting drafts out, started getting cast on board. When you are always busy, you don't get the time to be creative. This time has actually given me a chance to rest, be creative, and really think about my future. So it's been an absolute blessing in disguise.
So what are you currently working on, and any upcoming events?
So yeah, I'm working on my feature at the moment. Obviously that's taken up loads of time. I'm trying to make 2 shorts by the end of the year as well. So that's what I've been working on. And then of course I'm watching 300 odd films as well for the film festival, which is in October now. So we've pushed the film festival back to the 23rd to the 25th of October. But I'm all fingers crossed that we're going to go ahead. We've had some amazing films this year as well.
Do you have any advice for young filmmakers?
Go out and make films. Go out and improve yourself. A couple of years ago, I might have thought my stuff was quite good. Looking back at them now, the stuff I made now is way better. And it's because I worked hard to improve myself and understand where I went wrong, and figure out when I went right, where I went right.
Okay. And what is the best and what is the worst part about making a film?
The best thing about filmmaking is when your whole team comes together to make this script, that you have a piece of paper that is like a Bible, that people go, we're going to make this film. This what someone has come up with out of their head. We're going to make that. And that is the best thing, is when everyone's on set. You've got the actors, you've got the actors in front of the camera, your camera's rolling, and you're just watching it, and you're like, oh my God. Like sometimes I'm like, don't always concentrate on what the actors are doing, because I'm just going, this is amazing. Like, these actors are incredible and the team's incredible, and look at all these people who've come together to make something that either I've come up with or someone else come up with. The worst thing about filmmaking is the long hours and the fact that you're absolutely knackered by the end of the day. And if you don't have a big budget, you can't always afford the luxury of a local hotel. So you might be filming 2 hours or an hour and a half away from where you live. And then at the end of that, you've got to go all the way back. It's long hours, but it's worth the long hours in the end. Bye.